Yeah, so really
By
good.
fast.
Yeah, flying by, yeah.
Someone here by name Western guard. We will open up for questions.
Is Halloween made for a guy named Boo, by the way?
I mean, yeah, I'm Boo, so that's what I'm here for Halloween.
Just you'd put on like a ghost sheet or something like that. Have you done that when you were a kid?
Yeah, no, I actually never done that, but that would be a good idea, right?
Eve of exhibition play, season's right around the corner. Take us through like how you're feeling entering this year and coming back for one more day with this team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to be back, first off, obviously, but not only coming back to a special place, but also with a special group. I think we got a chance to be really good. And it's just been a fun off season, just working with the guys. And we got 6 new guys, and they bring a lot to the team. And I think that we're really connected. And like I said before, we have a really high chance of being really good. And so I'm just looking forward to the season.
Was it easy for you to shift into, all right, I had a chance to look at what my prospects were for the NBA draft, but I'm coming back and I'm focusing on what I can do here, and like you said, you're excited for the prospects of the season. Was it easy for you to make that shift from thinking about the future in the NBA and focusing on this last year?
Yeah, I mean, when I was going through that process, I talked to Coach a lot, and I was just telling him basically like I still felt like I had more left to give here, and my heart kind of still felt like I belonged here, and I had more business to prove and more things to accomplish here. So it was kind of easy, I was around the guys every day, like in the off season. Right after the season, I never really went and started working out anywhere else. I was kind of just around the gym and around the guys, and so my heart felt here, and I just wasn't really ready to go yet, so it was pretty easy coming back. Yeah.
You're obviously a team first guy, but when you see your top 10 right now in the program's history in scoring, you could finish number 1 if you have a similar year as last year. Do you look at that and say that's a goal I want to have and be the all-time leading scorer?
I mean, no, I don't really chase like individual goals. My only goal is to try to win every game that I participate in, and as a team, and that's the main goal. We're just trying to make it back to the tournament and go even further. So just winning the game to me is the most important.
Obviously, that tough second round exit last year against UCLA, what kind of spark did that give you and the rest of the guys kind of in the offseason in terms of, hey, we've been there, but we didn't go as far as we would have liked to have gone?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a confidence booster. UCLA was a really good team, and going down and losing by 5, and knowing that we didn't really play our best, like anywhere near as best as we could, offensively or defensively. It gives a lot of confidence going into this year. With returning 4 and 5 starters, and just having an older guy and an older group to who's been through it and knows what it takes to get to the places we're trying to go.
How would you evaluate the team's performance in the scrimmage this past weekend?
I think that we did really good. It was our first team scrimmage as a whole. So obviously there's going to be some ups and downs, but overall, I was really proud of everyone and thought everyone played really well, and we played hard and connected. And obviously it's still early, so the goal is to be good in March, right? So right now, we're going to have some bumps and bruises, but we're going to keep our heads down and keep working. And so, I think the connectedness, since we have that early, that's going to bring us a long way.
Speaking of that connectedness, obviously playing with Chase in the backcourt for the past few years, what have your new chemistry been like with Ryan or some of the other guards that are not going to be joining you back there?
Yeah, so obviously, Chase and I had a great connection, but, with these new guys, I feel like we also have a really good connection and something, we can go and create our own identity together with me and Ryan in the backcourt. He's another older guy, and he's been at a similar level, and he's put up a lot of good numbers, and so he's really good, and I think we have a chance to be a really good backcourt.
So your first Big Ten matchup is a little over a month away, early game against Purdue. In these first few non-conference games, what sort of things do you want to work on with your teammates before getting ready for that big game?
Yeah, so everything's about us. We don't really look at who we're playing too much. Obviously, we scout them and stuff, but it's all about us and our habits and doing what we got to do. Our level of play or our excitement to play doesn't change based on who we're playing. So every game and every opponent we face, we're going to try to do the same exact things, and we want to dominate and win.
Coach was saying to us last year was a lot about blocking out the negativity because you guys prove people wrong with the way you finish. This year, now the expectations have been built up and you guys are coming off an NCAA tournament, does that change how you guys look into this season and say, hey, we're going to maybe block out the positive noise that's coming our way and so not get too caught up in reading our press clippings and
I think it's just important for all players and programs to just stay level-headed, through ups and downs. You don't want to ever get too high, you don't want to get too low. You want to just kind of stay consistent and you always want to block out the outside noise and you want to stay amongst each other because you guys are the ones in here working every day. The people from the outside, it's easy for them to judge and make recommendations, but only the people inside know what's going on. So, as long as you stick with each other, that's the main thing.
How validating was it last year to see the reward for the hard work you guys have put in and to get back to the dance?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Just all the hard work that we put in the off season and in the season, paid off, and we were able to do something special.
On the big dance topic, you guys have the chance to be the first ever Northwestern team to make back-to-back tournaments. What would that mean to you guys?
That would mean everything. For the university, for our program, and for our coaching staff, that would mean a lot.
All right, then wrap it up with Bill.
Thank you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Jacob.
Here with Brooks Barnhizer.
What's going on, Brooks? Good. How are you?
What's your boy?
Good. You're good right there.
Thank you.
What's it like to have a guy like that coming back, and what did that do for the rest of this team when he said he was going to return?
I think it just kind of really rejuvenated us, in my opinion, I think he's the best point guard in the country. I'm biased, but I think there's some people out there that believe that too. But just to have a leader like that to come back and kind of just, say that we have unfinished business, it means everything because everybody else is extra motivated. We got a, great leader, great point guard to kind of like head our storm. And I don't know, it's going to be really cool to just see what we can do this year with Blue coming back.
Did he, coming back, with his work ethic, what did he show you this offseason? Was he grinding the whole time? What was he doing from your perspective?
Yeah, at the start of the summer, he was training for the NBA draft, and just seeing him in the gym, really going through that process, kind of really showed everybody that, and then when he did make the pivot to come back, it was this guy is going from, an NBA draft process to come back to play with us. It kind of meant the world for us, just to have him coming back and to show us the work that he was putting in and, the opportunities he left on the table to come back and play with us. It meant everything. Kind of just, like I said, really rejuvenated us again.
What kind of growth do you want to make this year after playing, every game this season?
Yeah, I really want to kind of make a jump, especially on the floor, but also in the locker room. Just kind of being a really good leader, being a mentor that I had from guys like Buie, guys like that when I was young. I really hope to, both grow as a player and a leader.
You kind of talked about that, Boo being a leader for you and making you a better leader now. But what does it mean not only to get him back on the court, but also back in the locker room as an established veteran and kind of, like you said, teach kids the ropes and kind of how to be a better person on and off the court?
Yeah, it means everything because he's been there, and he's been, this is his 5th year now. He was, our best player last year going into that tournament team. It means everything because we have, 6 new faces, and to have a guy like Boo kind of just, keep everything mellow and be like a common ground between everybody, it's going to mean the world. So it'll be really good having him.
What's he meant for you? I know you, like you said, he was kind of a mentor to you, but what's he been able to do for you now that you say, this season you want to be a better leader now? What is he kind of giving you to feel like that?
Yeah, ultimately gave me confidence. I remember this summer we kind of sat down and, Chase and other people kind of moved on, and he was kind of saying that, now it's your time to really fill, the shoes the guys who, come before you. And he was saying, I'm going to be here with you every step of the way, let's go do something special. And that meant everything, for me, especially being a young guy and, last year kind of being a 6th man for our team. Just kind of step into those shoes and have him be confident in me, it means everything. So that was a really cool thing that we did as soon as the summer started. Yeah, I think a lot, with guys like, I think Ty's going to have a great year. We, added Ryan. We got a couple of new faces as well. I think it'll be awesome just to see how well we kind of fit together. I think that's the one thing that I think that if I could stand out from our offense this summer is how well we fit. I feel like everybody loves, throwing the ball at everybody. And every time we make a shot, it's our shot. It's not like somebody's shot, it's our shot, it's our team shot. So I think that's the biggest thing. We fit great, and it'll be really cool to see how well, we translate to games once we get started.
Brooks, you talked about coming off the bench last year, projected starter this year. How do you kind of keep that same mentality of bringing the aggression off the bench, but now in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think that's something that is actually huge, and that's a great question because, as a sixth man, I kind of would come in and be like, okay, anything that I do to this game, I'm adding it. But now starting the game, sometimes as starters, it's kind of hard to go out there and start with the energy. It's kind of easy to do it off the bench because you kind of think that, like I'm the sixth guy, I'm going to come out and kind of show people that. But, that is a really good question. But hopefully just, staying confident and coming out there and really kind of try to set the tempo with my energy instead of just kind of uplifting it when I come in, but hopefully setting the tempo and then having somebody else who, would fill my shoes from the bench last year come in and bring it up again.
Brooks,
Brooks.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.